NBC7's Nightly Check-In is sponsored by Bill Howe Plumbing, Heating and Air, Flood and Restoration.
We know how.
A coronavirus outbreak at a popular Pacific Beach gym that refused to close. This is, we learned, the county's new strategy to target businesses breaking the rules. Thanks so much for joining us for the Nightly Check-In. I'm Mark Mullen. So, for now, information from the County Health Department is extremely limited in part because of privacy rules, but we do know that 3 people have tested positive at the gym on Garnett Avenue. We don't know if they are employees or customers of the gym. Recently, the gym has been on the county's radar for all of the wrong reasons. Last Thursday, the county served an immediate closure order because the gym continued to operate indoors in violation of health orders. Despite efforts to educate, the owner refused to comply. In fact, the gym stayed open for 3 full days after receiving the closure order.
Last week, when we were working with them to get them to close, we didn't know there was an outbreak there. So, again, once we get the information, we act as quickly as possible.
Well, photos on the gym's Instagram page suggest it is moving forward with plans to reopen in the coming weeks outdoors. The closure order says the gym's owner must first submit a reopening plan to the county before being allowed to operate outdoors. Meanwhile, to address some of the blatant violations against a public health order right now, the county is now setting up a compliance email and hotline where staff can engage with people making complaints about businesses they believe are violating the order. County staff members will be able to get more information and can assess the severity of the situation and decide how to react. Right now, businesses in violation can be fined up to $1,000 a day and get charged with a misdemeanor. Numbers now. The county reported 6 new community outbreaks today. There have now been 24 in the last 7 days. There was a bit of good news, though. The daily positivity rate was down to 4.1%. from just 282 new cases, the lowest case number in more than 3 weeks. The 14-day average positive rate is holding at 6%, and 5 more San Diegans sadly have died, bringing the total to 552. There is a controversial video that people are posting, and then it is being taken down. It shows a group of doctors in lab coats falsely claiming the drug hydroxychloroquine is a cure for COVID-19. Health organizations and medical groups say there is no cure for the coronavirus. The Houston doctor featured in the video has peddled conspiracy theories and claims demon spirits cause some medical problems. Today, before leaving the White House, President Trump reiterated support for the use of hydroxychloroquine.
We're doing very well on vaccines and very well on therapeutics, so that's very important. But I happen to be a believer in hydroxy. I used it. I had no problem. I happen to be a believer. Many people agree with me.
The WHO and the National Institutes of Health have stopped their hydroxychloroquine studies due to safety problems associated with treating COVID-19 patients taking that very medication. Coming up next month, SDG&E customers will notice a price reduction on their bills. This is because of the California Climate Credit Program. In August and September, SDG&E customers will get their bills reduced by just over $32 per month. Originally, the credit was supposed to be given in April and October, but has since been switched to the months that people typically use their air conditioning most frequently, right about now. Rising temperatures right towards the weekend. Dagmar has your Thursday forecast right after this quick break.
NBC7's Nightly Check-In is sponsored by Bill Howe Plumbing, Heating and Air, Flood and Restoration.
Call 1-800-BILL-HOWE. Bill Howe. We know how.
Wet floor, soggy mess? Call Bill Howe Plumbing. We're the slab leak experts. Our flood service division can repair any water damage and restore your home. For the great service and pricing you have come to expect, you know who to call.
'Cause we know how.
We know how.
For today, your Thursday, you'll really start to notice the warm up. So we've been talking about this excessive heat wave. We'll also, or the excessive heat warning as a result of this heat wave, we'll also see a heat advisory building into the west of the mountains. So even those inland valleys, you're not going to escape this. Your temperatures, as you can tell, you're looking at your Thursday being in the low 90s. Some coastal clouds will keep you around 80 for those beachfront cities. Mountains, you're looking at warmer temperatures than the inland valleys, possibly the low and even the mid 90s. Then seeing the deserts between 112 to 120. Get set. The heat is on for at least the next 3 days.
Thousands of volunteers are being recruited all over the country right now to take part in coronavirus vaccine trials. Doctors are specifically looking for high-risk candidates like those over 65. frontline workers, minorities, and people with underlying health conditions. Local 35-year-old Morgan Fraser says she has asthma and already has volunteered to participate in the Moderna trials at UC San Diego School of Medicine. She says she understands the risks, but says it's worth it.
To be able to get the world moving forward again and be a part of that, yeah, I'm all for it.
Moderna is looking for 30,000 volunteers nationwide, with 500 from here in San Diego. Well, if you miss going to this place, movie theaters during the pandemic, you may want to consider bringing the theater experience to your home. Don't need much, and projectors have come a long way. They are brighter than ever and able to make images way bigger than your TV in clear high definition. Pair it with some good surround sound speakers or a sound bar, and you may forget you didn't pay $15 to get in.
Seeing a movie will definitely feel like a normal activity in a time that is definitely abnormal. Beyond the technical components, you want to think about three things: seating, food options, and bug repellent.
The nation's largest movie theater chain, AMC, had planned to open some theaters this month, but with the coronavirus cases on the rise in many states, the company says it will likely be another month or so before anyone can visit one of their theaters. We'll let you know. It's going to do it for our nightly check-in. Thanks for watching. I'm Mark Mullen. Be safe. Have a good night.